And welcome back. Hey, due to demand, we are back.
On demand.
Yeah, it's Ben. He's demand.
I demanded too.
Yeah, all of the table, aside from the trooper, has demanded we continue playing. So we got a couple more hours. We're gonna put everything on hold and bring you guys the finale of the boss fight and the start of the next chapter. I hope. But in the meantime, Boss Lady, you have some announcements to make with this stream.
I do. We have officially started our Call of Dragons campaign.
I love that.
So we will now be sponsored by them. So yay, sponsors! Thank you so much. This brought to you by the lovely Stream Elements and Streamlabs. They both send us sponsors, so...
Sidebar, I need you to Discord me the link for Call of Dragons so I can...
It's a PC only.
I just sent it on the Discord.
It's PC only?
PC only. I just tried to do it on my phone. It says it's PC only.
Alright, well, I'll have to do it up...
Oh, shit.
I'll have to do it on the desktop.
Well then, join on the desktop instead of the game, because that's why it was going to work. And I will be playing a Call of Dragons stream soon on my own, because I actually like Call of Dragons. So, yeah. Call of Dragons! But yeah, so we're sponsored by Call of Dragons for the next week, so come check it out. Reach the city to level 5 and 11. That helps support the stream. And there are other little things, but I haven't fully gone through it yet. But I will be going through it before my actual Call of Dragons stream. This is more about the Awakening anyway.
It's an impromptu stream. We didn't plan for this one, so of course we're flying by the seat of our pants.
Flailing is
wow,
right word.
that was a hard thing to get out.
We're flailing by the seat of our pants.
Yes, we're flailing by the seat of... Speaking of the seat of pants, you guys just removed part of Valkrist's pants. He is now currently laying...
Put them back on, sir!
Yeah, I'll put it back on, please.
He is now currently laying on the ground, fuming.
No jeans for you, skinny boy.
Alright, so we're at the top of the round, right?
Yes, we are back at the top of initiative, which starts with Von Neal.
Who's dying?
Who is currently, on his knees, trying to catch his breath. And as he stands and readies himself, a familiar voice echoes through the entire city. All of the little skittering stops. Even Valkrist stops and listens. Heroes, you can stop him. You hear the old man. You've always had it in you. Charles, all you have to do is think about it. And another voice, melodious, but unknown. Just believe. And suddenly, each of you, recognizing a wealth of your elemental power just beneath your feet, are filled with a might that can only be described as godlike. As each of you, from the ground up, are changed into the embodiment of your elements. Air, earth, water, and fire. Describe how you look.
You said I had 45 minutes, Dad.
We'll start with who's ready.
Oh,
Reiner, how does your appearance change? I have my D100 ready.
So, first things first, kind of feeling the well of elemental power, it kind of reminds him of, what it means to be an earthbound. So it's like, you know what? I don't think I need this armor. I'm already as tough as the earth it is. So he goes ahead and just removes his breastplate. As the earth from beneath him kind of starts to rumble and kind of shift up his form, his boots becoming kind of like... They were big, but now they're reinforced by that stone. continuing to move up along his body, going to his hands. He's now kind of hunched over, like his full frame. That previous quarterstaff that he had that he, could morph into his thing, no, that's absorbed into both of those gauntlets. His gauntlets are now officially his full weapons. They are in the form of dragon claws.
Oh, I love that.
Going up even further, kind of going to his arm. Like, you know how the Saiyan armor looks. Like, you've got that vest and then the over straps.
Yep.
He's got that made out of pure earth. Just like, you can see it sculpted and fit like it is almost like an airtight bodysuit to a degree. But what's more is once you get to the head, the helmet itself has added onto, and it forms the very shape of a dragon's face. So you've got the lower maw jutting out, the upper part with the bridge, nose sticking out, ears pointed back, and he is just ready to go. But on top of that, various minerals and everything from the earth kind of move to, like, the very same steel that he saw the old man use, that, like, black...
The black metal.
Earth.
Yeah.
That goes and forms the exoskeleton of his wings, while the rest of the earth kind of decorates the rest of it.
I love that. That's good. That's so good. Wife, tell me how you look.
Alright, so... The sudden surge of power, the water from all around, air, ground, stuff, almost acts like a vacuum and starts bubbling like a vortex. Think of like the Avatar state almost, but not
Like
quite, but like
the swirl
yes.
of water around you.
Yes, the swirl
Okay.
of water, it starts swirling around, and then when I emerge, but inside the water, you guys don't see this part, like, my hair suddenly becomes that blue from when I use my magic all around. My ears grow longer. All of a sudden, there's like little earrings that go throughout my ears, and then my eyes kind of like almost like a glowing, and like the cloak and everything is gone, and now it's just like full on, like almost like, think of like Zelda's priestess dress almost, but only like more water based, like blue and stuff, and like flowy.
The emerald greens and the blues and waving in the wind. Any armor or just the dress?
Just the dress.
Just the dress?
Yes.
Okay. What do you got? Or do you want me to
And
go?
then the water like evaporates, and then
Right.
from there.
You want...
I have a vague idea. We're gonna go with it, considering, this is British transformation. We're gonna level up eventually. So
Eventually, it will change as you guys progress.
Yeah,
so for your rough draft, what do you got?
Yeah. So, stage 1, we still get armor, because I am as squishy as can be, being 5 foot in air.
Yeah.
So I get armor. It's like that. You know how the Rams kids, when they first get their armor, they have that one shoulder plate, and it's
the light armor where it's just the chest and the shoulder plate.
Yeah, just a tiny little shoulder plate. Little tiny thing. And like fledgling wings. You know how they're all like downy and fluffy and white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get some of those too, because still tiny.
Yeah.
Still don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Whew.
Nice.
What's that, 9?
900. Good job.
Nice.
Oh, now we get to hear Vanille's.
Yeah. So Vanille's back on his feet now, and you see like the fire spark around the base of his feet and work its way up, and as it's about 6 inches up his ankle before it scales up his foot. So you have a 6-inch ring of fire working its way up his body. And on the downside, on the underside, it's changing what he's wearing. The boots become red metal greaves up to his knees. His waist is just simple black pants. And then it moves up his chest to his armor, which is a full breastplate of armor. No shoulder pads, just the breastplate. And it's emblazoned red with that streaking fire going back and coming out the shoulders of the armor, extending a few inches back his shoulder. and from that shoots 2 jets of flame resembling wings. As he slowly lifts off the ground, the flame works its way down his arms. And about mid-forearm, it starts to form sleek metal gauntlets, fingerless, with an orb on the back of each hand, blazing crimson with a fire inside that roils and bends. And as it works its way up his head, it tops off his hair with a small circlet, the crest of the City of Fire, the droplet of the rainbow, emblazoned in the center. And he hits the ground and lifts his fists, and both of them ignite into white-hot flame. He's like, "This is for my wife." And he dashes forward.
And before we continue, guys, we have a poll. Who thinks which of the elements has the best transformation? Let us know in the poll. We'll close it at the end of the stream.
Vote for me, you know I won. Although, I did really like Ben's.
I liked his too.
That was really cool. Alright, now we need... no, not that one. God damn it. Yeah, that's the one. We're going to keep the same initiative from round 1 of the boss fight, but now, Valkrist is angry as Vanille charges forward. The shadows. Where's my D8? Okay, so here's how this awakening transformation works. Okay, all of your primary damage stats are now doubled. Your DC is now doubled. Your defenses are now doubled. All of your die are up 1 tier based on the die tier chart in the middle of the table. All of your die up to tier 6. For this round only. After this round, the transformation wears off. But for the remainder of this round, all of the damage that you guys are doing is doubled. And if you crit, it doubles again.
Woo.
Okay. Valkrist is getting up. Vanille's rushing forward. Why did I roll 220? That's not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm doing math. Oh, that's a hit. That's a good 25 damage. Okay. Valkrist begins to wiggle and squirm, pushing himself up with his thumb, not having fingers anymore. Yeah, you know what this is from, Ben.
Dark Souls 3, Soul Ascender.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
This remix is called All for One. And it has been remixed by Rotaka. Link is in the description if you want to give it a listen. Go check it out. ocremix.org. Give them a hand, guys. They've been doing some good work for 2 decades.
Yeah, they have.
As he pushes himself up on the thumb of his hand, the fingers, what's left of them, the stumps below the knuckles, shoot out tendrils of black, snaking, solid mass. Multiple of them from each finger. So it's like tentacles reaching out. And they start reforming into the fingers as Vanille charges in and slams the ground with his fist. The shockwave blasting out. And I just did... Hang on, I gotta do that math again.
Please let him attack me.
Okay, so I've completely blown off 1 finger and have done 17 damage to everything else. What's 64 minus 17?
64 minus 17 is 47.
64 minus 17?
Yeah.
I can only think of Minecraft numbers, okay? That's what you're gonna get from me.
I speak in blocks.
Yeah.
How many blocks to bedrock?
The explosion shatters the tendrils. And Valchrist is pissed. He extends the wrist and shrinks the fingers and forms back into a man. And from his hands are two... who remembers Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
You remember Baraka?
Yeah, dude, I love Baraka.
Yeah.
The two swords that come out like Wolverine claws, but they're
Yeah.
just straight-edge
Yeah.
swords.
Yes.
Okay? That. He just flicks his wrist, and his arms literally become straight-edged broadswords.
Beautiful.
And he takes one step and swings. And you guys are feet from him. But as he swings, it releases that black gunk in an X, and it flies at you.
I have 11 hit points based on what I was going.
You only have 11 hit points?
Yeah, remember?
What is his damage again?
But your
Right.
dodge and
Well, I
stuff
mean, yeah,
is
my
doubled.
defense is.
Well, your defense is doubled right now,
Yeah.
And
too.
your dodge.
And your dodge is doubled.
Yeah, it's just 14 then. Not like it does
it's,
much.
It's fine. It's 11. Who's taking damage? I know, don't laugh at me, Ben.
I don't know, I'm not at 11 because the wall thing, so I'm still at 25.
Alright, well, I did 11. Double your DRM.
8.
This is a magical attack.
That'd be
It's
8.
D20,
so that's-
right, to roll for dodge?
You did, it took 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
It's a D20.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you don't dodge.
You need an 8, whatever your dodge is, double that. You
11.
need lower than that.
11, double it, 20. Yeah, I dodged.
No.
Yours was 11?
Or- Well, no, wait. No, wait. No, my dodge is 4.
Your
I know,
dodge
I
is
just
4, so
seven,
you
so
needed an
8.
8.
No, you didn't dodge.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
needed less than that.
So am I the only one that got hit?
No.
No,
No,
it
it hits
What's
everybody.
Yeah,
it hit
me.
everyone except for him. He didn't take anything. What is your magic defense? DRM.
It's 4. Well, so 8 with the double.
You took 3 because it did 11.
Alright.
All right. So as this X reaches the group, you're all just standing there, and it literally breaks against you, and it's just like a kid ran up and hit you with a stick, right? And he stops and pulls the swords back, and he's like, "Oh, that's not fair!" And he vibrates and shifts. Valchrist has changed his elemental weakness.
Well, he's already got a retort.
Since it was a magic one, is it still armor and con still?
It's armor and wisdom,
It's armor and wisdom. Alright.
because
thank you.
your wisdom is
Oh, great.
your magic defense is tied to your wisdom, not your constitution.
That's probably 2 magic attacks that I've taken. So. Because the void blast, right? Yeah, it's 2.
Alright. Ugh. So it's, your turn now?
Yeah, it's her turn now, and
Okay.
he is in human form now, as human as he gets.
Yeah.
And he is roiling. The Venta Black shadows working its way up are violently vibrating all around him.
So I roll a D8 now, yeah? 'Cause mine was a D6.
All dice tier +1.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Oh, that's a 20 for my luck.
That's a crit.
And then my damage
Minimum
gets
damage.
doubled, yeah?
Yep.
That's 21. And then
And then the crit, double that again.
42.
Okay. Whoa, baby. What is that? 47, 47, and 47 is 94, and 47 is 144?
Yes.
Minus 42?
Yeah.
102.
Whoa, that was a hit.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Okay, alright, yeah, we didn't get that far, did we? Okay, so now that he's human, I dart forward and take the edge of my
The butt of the nunchucks.
yeah, I just
We each get our own.
right to the forehead.
Right to the forehead. Alright, so you dart up, and you are unbelievably fast. Literally the speed of a gale force wind. And when you stop, the force of your movement blows the gunk back enough to reveal his midsection. And you take both of those nunchucks, and one to the head and one to the gut. Wham! And he takes both of them and reels, painted in surprise. And blood drips from his forehead, deep crimson blood. And he reaches up a hand, the gunk comes off, and he wipes the blood from his hand and looks at his finger. And he looks back up at you, and he is legitimately surprised. His face painted with... he's impressed.
I'm impressed too.
And he takes a step, and the gunk and the corruption reform around him. And he shifts again. And now it's smoking off of him like he just stepped from a freezer into the Sahara Desert. He has changed his elemental weakness.
Alright, so my tier 6 is already a d20, so I don't get any bonuses.
No, Awakening maxes out at tier 6.
So I don't get any bonuses.
Because we awakened our mana was completely eliminated, right?
Yes, all of your mana is 0 now.
Oh, it's currently 0?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's currently
Once
0.
you awaken, it takes
I
all
really
your-
wasn't expecting you to use a physical attack.
Then my magic attack is
Is
make
a
me
buff.
go.
Yeah, just make you go fast, I know. But you should have enough total to make a new
We
spell
had
now.
to
I did,
awaken,
yeah,
didn't
but
we?
we
Because I
didn't.
wouldn't have used it. Oh well, okay.
I would have, but I don't have the other.
It's cinematic, right? This is the end of the prologue. After this, you guys have everything. You're done. No more introductions of mechanics.
Alright. I'm ready.
What do you got?
I was gonna fast attack, but I can't do that now. I'm just gonna fucking whack him where she hit. On the forehead, I'm gonna aim for it.
Okay, give me a roll.
Alright, so my luck is 3, so that doesn't matter. Those are my 2 damage, so that's 23 plus... what's my pluses?
If you're using your weapon, it was Dex.
I know, I'm looking plus 6 for damage bonus.
So that doubles to 12.
23 plus 12
Is
is
35. So you did 35?
35 by the looks of it. Yeah.
Okay.
How are you getting the 1d12 on top of the 1d20?
Oh, that's my affinity. No, sorry. I was gonna do a spell. Never mind, we're good. So wait. No,
It's-
I'm doing everything wrong.
Mom
I did it
added
all
extra
wrong. I did it
dice.
all wrong. I did it all wrong. I'm sorry. I was looking at my magic stuff. I'm sorry. I was looking at the magic page. I usually use magic.
Okay, I originally thought I made a really easy to understand system. I think I need to strip it back a little more.
No,
Well,
no,
you
no,
had to do that with
No,
the
we're
cloth-
good. We're good. It's me. I get
Charisma.
confused, but once I got it, I got it.
I know.
It's how I am. All right, so
I was
now this is
making
my
it too.
actual attack. So that means I do get that extra dice. So 1 extra dice tier.
What,
the
no,
awakening?
No,
it
it's
doesn't.
it's 1 dice tier up to a maximum of tier 6.
Right.
So
it
whatever
changes,
your damage dice
Mine's a
is, you go
D8,
up.
so I'm a D10.
Listen, yeah, it
All right.
changes your already existing dice tier
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
to +1.
All right. So there we go. So I got the right dice then, and my luck. All
There
right.
we go.
Okay, we're good.
We good now?
Yes, we're good.
All right, roll your attack.
All right, 19 for my luck, and then 8 plus 12, so that's 20. So 20 plus my luck, which is a 19. So that would be.
All right,
an
well that
extra.
strips his defense, so he's taking the whole thing.
All right.
All right, so again, you ready your staff. By the way, did your weapon change, or is it still just a stick?
No,
I
my weapon
really
is
want
the
stick.
same.
It's still just a stick?
Yeah.
Alright, so elegantly dressed lady literally transforms into a tsunami of water
And the stick she picked up from the park.
and lunges forward. And you see Valkrist visibly brace himself. He's not moving, but he's gonna take whatever you give him. And you stop. And as the water crashes into him, you swing that stick as hard as you can.
Right at that spot.
And you hit him, you catch him right on the top of the head, and he takes it, and he's just
Aggressive bonk.
aggressive bonk. But you got him wet, and his hair changes
From what?
Oh my god, fake
From-
spray on dye.
from ash gray to Valkrist or Vanille red.
Fake gamer boy.
Okay,
So he is a fireboy.
and he immediately readies himself again and shifts. His entire being vibrating. He changes his elemental weakness, and his hair goes back to ash gray.
Because he ate the girl.
Are there any buildings nearby?
You guys are still standing under the archway of the main gate.
Are you gonna take down the gate?
So, on the outside of the gate, the crystal wall is there.
So are we on the outside or are we on...
You guys are inside the city yet.
Okay, so is there a building nearby?
There's a walkway on the edge of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And then there's shops for a block.
How tall are the shops?
1 story. About 8 feet.
Okay, I have an idea of what he's going to do. So, I should probably roll first. Or, well, do you want me to describe or do you want me to roll first?
Go ahead and roll first.
Alright.
We'll figure out the damage.
Shit.
Low roll?
Yeah,
Or did you miss?
No, I've got luck dice. I should really have 2 separate dice.
You really could.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to tell. Is there a
That's-
different D20 up there?
Yeah.
That's
here.
why I have
Yeah.
the luck one and the
Here.
normal one. Static use.
Okay. Do you just want me to reroll completely?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
We'll mulligan this. It's
Well,
still
we'll have the same luck die.
Oh, ours are both white. Alright.
That rolled off. How dare you?
It's yellow.
Oh well, doesn't matter.
Good attack.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, so 16, that's 32. In total.
nothing on luck.
Nothing on luck. It's a 7.
32.
Yeah. So,
All right.
he's
Hit
gonna go ahead, kind of crack his neck from one side to the other, and then he's just gonna take off, running kind of towards him, but at the same time not. He runs past him and starts scaling the wall, the crystal wall. And as he's running, his wings are kind of like digging into it to help him, stay positioned.
Right.
But then there's a point where he skids, but the wings are still embedded in the crystal. He turns around, the wings staying the way they are, and he flings himself towards this man. He goes ahead and holds the earthen gauntlets kind of above his head, and then they just start tearing off, and they form an axe bigger than anything he's wielded before. And just
Smash.
sorry.
That sounds cool.
Like before, he stands there and braces as you run towards him. And when you run past him, it literally shakes all the composure out of him. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he watches you spider crawl your way up the inside of the rampart. And he's like, "What is this now?" And then you flip and fling yourself down. And as this axe is forming, he's like, "Oh, fuck." And he puts his hands above his head and crouches down. And you bring that earthen axe down on top of his head. And as you crash it into him, it breaks against his arms. And shatters, smashes into the ground. And it craters around him. And as the gauntlets pull back and reform and you hit the ground, everything underneath him is completely untouched. And he is down on his knees with his arms crossed above his head, nearly in the fetal position.
He's gonna just kind of tilt this and be like, what kind of suits you?
And he flings his arms up and stands up, and the gunk just like slops off of him. And he's like, "I've had enough!" And he raises up again, about 8 feet.
Oh, and we're all right next to him.
And you guys are all kind of clustered.
We are.
And after each of your attacks, you feel not the absence of, but the loss of the control of that power. It just, from the top of your head down to your feet, it just drains out of you. And your appearance returns to normal.
Think of it like dripping water, and all of a sudden, while it's dripping, I go back to my normal form.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
I poops into green.
Yeah, you just kind of it smokes off of you in a gentle breeze. that falls off like pieces of earth hitting the ground.
My hood is down now, though.
Yours
'cause of
melts off of you like water, and Von Neal's descends in that ring of fire. But the fire is significantly smaller and quieter than when it formed him, down to his feet. And as the transformation wears off and Valchrist rises up, Von Neal just lifts his hand and throws another fireball, center mass. Need my affinity. I like that.
Oh shit, I haven't...
That's okay. You haven't been rolling affinity with your
No.
die?
What?
Don't forget your XP for that attack.
Oh, yeah. Bonk.
So what is that? 7?
Oh wait, do you heal HP after each one or no?
What do you mean?
HP.
For the awakening?
No.
Like, do you heal when you transform?
No, I meant you heal at the end of the round because it was
No.
the whole round. Okay,
No.
no, it was just the mana. Okay,
Cooldown.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you don't heal. The only way you heal in combat is if you heal someone or is if you use on guard, because that
like
restores
fifth
10% of
battle.
your health anyway.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, so hang on. Now I gotta figure out my math again.
I'm
That's
sorry.
14. What's your defense, asshole? He has 42 hit points left.
Oh.
The fireball sails from his hand, whistling in that spiral pattern he shoots them with. Valkyrie takes it right to the chest, arms spread. Come at me, bro! It hits him and melts into the gunk. It seems to be concentrating now where you guys hit, buffering your blows. He's not playing around anymore. He reaches his hand down and fires that dark wave of greed and angst.
And angst.
Well, that was the
Teen
idea,
angst.
but-
Ugh, tastes like Teen Spirit.
He fucking missed.
Yes! Yikes.
Expecting the attack when he raised his hands, the lot of you just scatter into the streets outside of the main thoroughfare, and he fires at an empty street. And there's no damage to the street. It's literally emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
That's a lot of damage.
So the beam just sails into the street, and he pulls his hand down in disgust, and he's like, "You're cheating!" yelling at the sky. And he shrinks back down into a person. And then he melts back down into the head as you guys come back out into the street. All that's left is his head, the ash gray hair touching the cobblestone of the gate. You're only alive because they intervened. Next time you won't be so lucky. And his head literally pops like a bubble of oil
Ew.
and then melts into the ground. And all of the creatures that had been gathered on the roofs and in the streets whiffed off into smoke, carried off by the breeze. The townspeople start coming out. Vahanil turns to the group at large. 200 free XP, or 200 party XP. You guys, 20 turns in that combat. Are you kidding me?
How are we gonna do the 200 party?
Come on, we're keeping
You
it
guys
at-
aren't-
We have
Yeah.
to agree until...
Yeah, you're not at rest yet.
All right.
We're at 230.
Plus we have to agree to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because it's split between us.
Yep. The townspeople start coming out. It's quiet. The crackling of the fires is the only real sound. And then you start hearing the slow murmur as the crowd works its way through the city. People shouting into windows, "You can come out, it's okay. They're gone." The crowd starts to gather in the main thoroughfare, and then they see our 4 heroes, battered, beaten, but alive. And they start to clap. First one, then a group, then all of them. Not cheering, not screaming, all of them just quietly, respectfully clapping for about 3 minutes. And then they stop. And everybody turns, and Vahanil starts walking forward. He's like, this is what we do. During tragedy, this is what we do. We're going to rebuild. And he walks with his people into the city to start putting out fires, start rebuilding homes, start putting families back together, finding the losses. It takes about 3 days for Idris Olem to get back on its feet. The repairs are fairly simple. The remaining 2 council members called some wind merchants and asked for some earth masons to come help with repairs. The crystal wall is still being repaired by the crystal masons from the city. You guys have had the chance to rest and recover, to change, to eat, to converse. If you would like that fight with Vernie, she's still game, but she was badly wounded and needs time to recover.
No, he doesn't want her when she's
Okay.
like it's got to be a
But
fight.
she does promise you that before she dies, she's gonna fight you.
Alright.
And she plans on living forever.
Alright, well, that's fine.
Then I assume we healed the 3 HP.
You guys are all back to full health. Also, if you want to spend any XP, now is the time. You guys are at rest. Okay, I'll give you, I don't know, you want to take a couple minutes and decide amongst yourselves what you want to do?
For XP, like, how do we want to break that down?
Is it divisible by 3?
Well, technically 4. I guess he didn't
Oh,
count
right.
that.
Yeah. Is Vanilla part of our party XP?
No, just you.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is it? You said what?
235.
It's only 2 levels, you guys sure?
Oh, yeah, do you want to use it?
I was gonna say you guys can each take the 100. I'll take the 35 because that'll level me up on the skill.
I'm fine with saving it.
Or you want to save
I
it
have
for
to
now?
save it.
Okay, that works.
Thinking about if I want to spend.
It's also not divisible by 3.
Have we reached a decision?
Yeah, we're not going to use it.
You're not going to spend it?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta do a thing.
So 2 levels there. I could do.
I'm thinking about raising my
You
armor.
know what?
I'm not going to level up
I'm gonna use
until
my
we're
free
done.
XP.
Well, I have 800 XP to use from the thing, so like that we should use right away.
Yeah, well, your free XP is yours.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how I want to use it.
That's
I don't have
entirely
those
up to you.
mine.
If you have any more free XP,
I'm just going to wait until we're done with the...
you're gonna wait until we're done with the session?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
bumping
for your
my
900.
spell up to 10.
My spell is 10. Can I go above 10?
Yes, you can level. You can level a spell in a tier up to double the base cost, which is the tier times 10. So on tier 1, you can level spells up to level 20
And do I get that second effect you said?
at level 10.
I am level 10 for the spell already.
Okay, well then you can pick another spell effect.
What were my effects? Because I don't remember the effects that you could choose from.
I just gotta find the page in the notebook. Hang on.
The very full notebook.
Yes, my very full notebook, which will be available after the campaign. You can either level up the one you already have, or you can pick another one at level 10.
So
I'd recommend picking another one,
Well, no, I
Diversify.
wanted to pick
and
another
it's
one.
any one of these.
So far, I'm just single heal. I'm thinking about.
Where does the boost for stats go?
If you're leveling
Go
up the
under level?
stat specifically, it goes under level,
Okay.
and then you increase your total accordingly.
Okay, so then this will be. This will be.
I don't think any of these will work with this specific spell, because it's meant to be a one target heal.
So add a buff to it, then it'll heal and buff. And you can pick from any of the categories that are there.
DRM.
You can buff magic defense, physical defense, dodge, or any one of the individual stat bonuses, strength, intelligence, or dexterity.
I think I'd rather do the magic bonus, because that would make sense. I'll do a buff. It's gonna get a buff.
Okay, cool.
And so ends chapter 1 of our adventure.
I am a thick boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
The city has over the course of the last few days, been mostly rebuilt. People have been back to their lives. Vila, Vanil's wife, she comes home one afternoon, on the third day. She comes home, and she's speaking to Vanil in hushed tones in the entryway. What do you got?
How do I get to tier 2?
We'll get there when we get a little closer to tier 2, because your intelligence needs to be a certain level, and your total needs to be a certain level.
Alright, I get plus 8 to intelligence. I'm gonna add all of
Yeah, you guys aren't even close yet.
Alright. So then I have one more question and I'll leave you alone, I promise.
Mhm.
Alright, so I'm at 23, so then that would make this up to
What are you at 23 of?
intelligence.
Okay, so
Plus.
it's your bonus is
Plus
half
11.
of that rounded down.
Alright, and then my question is, since that went up by like 8
It's plus
levels,
11.
does that give me more hit points?
What? Your constitution?
Oh, no, that's con. Never mind. I'm good now. Never mind, we're good. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm done.
She's trying. You guys have been crashing at their house, much to their insistence, right? They absolutely want the heroes in their house. Vanil is one of them now. One of you now. And they've been talking in hushed tones. And Vila comes in and she addresses all those who are gathered, which I'm assuming is everyone. Unless you guys wanted to be changing weapons.
I want to
or-
stay on their couch.
Alright, so yeah. You've just been like hanging out, eating food. Your favorites from your tour, the culinary tour that you took. You've been requesting your favorites. What do you got?
My con went up by 2. So what do
So
I...
that increases your HP by 4, because every point of constitution is worth 2 hit points.
Alright. So then does my DRP goes up then?
For every 5 total constitution, your physical defense is increased by 1. So if you've exceeded,
I'm at 12 for total con.
then no. It'll go up when you get 15.
So wouldn't it be plus 2 then? Because it would be like, I don't have it written as plus 1.
Well, that's the stat bonus sheet is right in front of you.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll tell you what. We will go over all of this again at the end of this session.
For the
It's
5th
supposed to.
time this week.
Alright, I got it. We're good. So I literally have been taking more damage
Really
than I
didn't
need.
think it was that difficult to understand. I've stripped it down literally as much as I can.
Incoming child.
Alright.
Hey kid,
Hi.
we're still streaming.
Oh.
It's okay. We're only going for another hour and 10 minutes. Okay, thanks for checking in. Okay, we're gonna keep going now. Yeah?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Vila comes in and addresses the group at large. She's like, well, there's been several developments over the last few days. One, we found an illegally parked airship outside of the city when we were rebuilding sections of the wall, and the note inside of it was addressed to you, all of you, individually. You can pick up the airship when you're ready to leave the city, but here is the letter that was left to you. It was from a man named Charles. And she hands the letter to whoever among you is the closest. And the letter reads, kids, it's yours. Take good care of it. Try not to break anything.
I can't believe we get the freezer microwave.
And it's signed Charles in his flowy, scripty handwriting.
F in the chat.
He's very extra. So his airship is now yours. Okay. Second development is we've received calls from both the Earthbound nations and the nations of Wind. They have requested, each of them have requested your presence. Also, the last thing, possibly the most troubling. We found nulls inside the city. They were dead, but whatever attacked us never ate them. They were just killed and left.
Don't like flavor. It's probably not enough seasoning.
It, well, as our resident food expert, our current working theory is that that's exactly right. There's not enough flavor. Gnolls are not in possession of magical energies. So we believe that they were just in the city for some purpose that the monster attacks stalled. We're currently working on that, and when we have more definitive answers, we will be in touch to let you know. And that leads me to our last development. I have a gift for all of you. And she pulls from her robe a slender metal staff with a crystal ball on the top that has red, pulsing smoke trapped inside of it. Just like the microphone that the announcer was using at the tournament. And she extends her hand and again hands it to you, whichever of you is closer. This is an attunement rod. Any rod that is attuned to can be used to communicate all across the world. If we need anything, we will contact you. If you need to be in touch with anyone, they can add their rune to the handle, and all you have to do is press the rune, and you can speak it. It's a cell phone with speed dial. Okay? And again, she hands that to whoever is closest.
Oh my god, we have the red phone.
Yeah, you guys have the red Batcave phone. And like I said, the story is a testament to everything I've ever loved.
I'm just gonna hand it to
Vanille.
Vanille.
He takes it and tucks it in, and he steps forward and he goes, "I have an announcement to make as well." And he puts his hand on the back of his head and kind of gives it a nervous scratch. He says, "I've been giving it some thought, and I would like to travel with you as well."
I gesture to the orbs like, I gave it to you.
Well, I mean, he took it and tucked it in, but it was like absent-mindedly. Right? He's not really paying attention to anything. He's kind of just thinking. Right? He's like, I would like to travel with you as well. I know, I'm one of the heroes. But when I spoke, when we were in that facility underground, and I was being called, I said, and Vila just kind of puts her hand on his shoulder and gives it a little squeeze. He's like, Miranda, she showed me things. They're important. I don't know why yet. I will when we encounter them. She assured me we would. And I was under the impression that each of us were being shown visions or things. Did you guys experience anything like that down there? And Vilas squeezes his shoulder again. He's like, I don't care. I know we don't talk about it, but it's different now. And he's waiting.
I mean, do you mean aside from the drum, like the bomb drop, that was the old man being my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather?
I think we were
Because that was a bomb.
I think we were all related to them.
Yeah.
I get Charles.
Oh, now I don't know how to feel. I want to beat up Vernie, but she wanted to sleep with my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Oh, that just makes this all the more awkward. Oh.
Vernie pokes her head around the kitchen and she's like, "You're what?"
Hey, it was a surprise for me too.
So Vanille, he has a working theory right now that all of you were related to each of the dragons that represented your elements. Okay, you all have some kind of deep familial connection down through generations, which gives you some type of resistance based on what they said. It gives you some type of resistance to the corrupting influence of the trauma. Okay, so you guys are in the perfect position, both genetically and power scaled, to deal with this threat. Okay? He also has a theory that there's more than one ARC facility based on the numbering. Okay? There could be possibly hundreds, he expects. There could possibly be hundreds. And he saw something the night that everybody fought Valkyrie. And he didn't know what to make of it until right now. As he's talking, he's coming to this theory. After you guys had been given your power, the awakening, he saw 3 colored streaks of light in the sky. One of them was green and shot far to the east out of sight. The other was earth brown and shot far to the southeast out of sight. The other was red and shot to the north and crashed into a mountain peeking over the edge of the crystal wall, far to the northeast. And he suggests that you guys take the airship and go there, because there might either be another ARC facility or something that Miranda wanted you guys to find. All of the points of light may have actually been leading to the physical locations of the sleeping dragons, but he doesn't know for sure, so he recommends going to check it out. So, now you guys have a choice of where do you want to go. Here's your choices. You can follow each of the lights. You can go to Everest and meet the Earthbound. You can go to Pier 1 and call New Chicago to meet the Airbound. Or you could take the airship in 2 days and fly south and scope the shelf and investigate the nulls. Those are your choices. Where and what? We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back with the decision.
And before we do the break, thank you for the vote. So far, fire transformation is the leading one.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! And just to remind everyone, this stream is sponsored by Call of Dragons. Link is popping up here in a sec. You can download it with the link and reach different level 5 and level 11 for your things for your cities to help support the streams. And we will be right back.
And we're back.
What's your
Okay,
decision?
so what is our decision?
Well, 2 out of 3 we're going to investigate the fire beacon.
And I'm
Okay.
tagging along, I guess.
Unknowingly.
A guess. You guess, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, we'll just leave your ass here, it's fine.
Yeah, you can go investigate the military stuff if you want.
I'll wait for you guys. I don't have a death wish.
Okay, and
Hush you.
You have to walk you. We're taking the airship.
as you guys reach your decision, Von Neal comes up with yet another point. He taps Pura on the shoulder, and he says, "I don't mean any disrespect, but are you sure you can fly his ship?"
Yeah, of course I can fly a ship. What does this mean?
You're
Yeah, say it. Say it.
You're blind!
I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just thought that because of your ship being specially retrofitted for you, you might have trouble flying his because it's not. But
Oh, just roll down the windows.
It's a dragon ship. What?
Just roll down the windows.
I suppose we should probably just go take a look at it, huh?
If he has a microwave fridge, he has a special thing.
I'm sure it will all be fine. And he turns to his wife and he puts his hands on her shoulders, and she wraps her
Gross.
arms around
Yeah.
his waist, and he's like,
Bella's in the trash can.
"Hey, get your nose out of there!"
That puppers.
And they share their goodbyes, and you guys pack up, say goodbye to the kids. Vernie points at Reiner as you guys are heading out, and she does the 2 fingers in the eyes and pointing. She's like,
I'll
"I'm
just be
watching
like, come
you."
out, me granny, when you're feeling better.
And she lifts up a wrapped and bandaged hand, and she slaps herself twice on the chest like, "Come at me, bro." And then nods out of sheer respect. The kids are, of course, sad to see you guys go. They say their goodbyes as well, and then Von Neal spends a minute with just him and the 2 kids, and he's, of course, I'll tell you stories, and he's going to bring back souvenirs and all that other stuff. And you guys pack up and head outside the city, and there in the field, right next to the gate, is that sleek, well-made airship.
Just remember, if we go to the air people, do not park it on their property, else you get it revoked.
And the door is open, and it's just humming there, all by itself. That residual magic, still keeping it airborne.
Alright.
Well, let's go poke at the controls and see how chaotic it is.
All right, so you guys climb aboard the ship, and it's exactly the way it was the first time you were on it. A well decorated parlor, the drink cabinet, the magic fridge microwave,
Yeah.
the cockpit up front, crew quarters and captain's quarters in the back of the bar on the other side of the door. And in the cockpit, there's another small note
Oh no.
posted on the top of the ship, where the top of the windows would be. There are no windows. It's posted on the top,
What does it say?
and it's for her, but on big scrolled letters. It's like, someone read it to her.
That's what I said, what does it say?
And the letter says, "Kid, this is my gift to you. She'll fly any way you want her to. All you gotta do is tell her how you need it."
I told you guys that we special dragon privileges.
I read it verbatim. Be like, yeah, this is gonna be
And
interesting.
then it's signed,
Whimsical.
and then it's signed Uncle Charles.
Uncle
Uncle?
Charles.
Well, that makes sense. If they're all related.
So wait, is the 6-year-old is that like what, cousin then?
Now I've got a theory.
Well, her direct relation is complicated, and spoilery.
Yeah.
It's a mother because she's dead.
Oh, you hate it.
Yeah.
Oh.
She is so excited.
Yes, give me the blood scratches.
So,
She really
can I
wants-
get your word that you won't tell everyone that I'm a merfolk? I'm speaking to the ship at large.
Von Neil's like, honestly, at this point, I'd rather grill you myself, but out of respect, I'll wait until you're ready to talk to us. But
I
no,
didn't see a thing.
I won't tell anyone.
Well, now you know. Everyone else does. You might as well know. Just don't tell anyone.
I'm so confused about the word flight.
I make no promises if we go to Everest. Lying is a very punishable offense.
It super is. The Earthbound value honesty.
Just don't mention that.
If they
A lie of
That's
ask,
a lie of omission.
A lie of omission is still a lie. I mean,
if they ask, I tell.
Oh my god.
we'll do our best to try and avoid that, but for now,
Technically, I didn't see.
he turns to Per.
Alright, I'm your healer. Okay, I know how to heal you guys. So, please
really
just
poor
don't say
white mage.
anything.
Yes, you also
He
know how
was
to put your face
dying.
in the dirt, but you don't see me laughing.
Valdeo was dying, and you're like, well,
That tingly feeling was me making you alive.
yeah, the 4 hit points I lost.
What are hit points?
What are you looking at?
She's blind. She sees in 4 dimensions.
Oh well.
She breaks the 4th wall.
Oh yeah, that's good. You break the 4th wall. There you go. So can you fly this thing?
Clearly.
Okay.
Can
Well,
you?
no, it was just a question. Relax.
Stop sassing.
Just chill, bro.
All right. Well, you know our destination. Do your thing. I'm gonna go get a drink.
That's a mood.
I think I'll join you.
I am not flying with an army of drunkards.
All right. So, as you will it, the ship closes up and lifts off the ground, straight up ascending, smooth as butter, and then turns the direction you want, and without a sound, you're speeding off towards the mountaintop. And you need to maintain complete focus to fly.
And yeah, I have a room full of drunks.
Well, they're outside of the cockpit, so you have complete focus. Okay? Meanwhile, these two clowns and Von Neil are in the lounge. Von Neil has gone down and checked out the crew quarters. There is somehow more than enough space for all of you, and then some. There's like 5 extra rooms that are just empty. And each room has been decorated. The ones that will be occupied, each room has been decorated by Charles himself to reflect the element you each represent. There is a wind room, there is an earth room, there is a fire room, and there is a room for water. Yes, he knew.
I figured he knew. I knew there was something up with Charles.
He knew the second he saw you. Gaia told him. That's what they were arguing about.
I figured there was something going on.
What's with
I
the
didn't.
fish?
I knew them both were something to do with this.
So, anything you guys want to discuss while you're having this short flight? You got, I don't know, 5 minutes in the air before you settle where Von Neil suspects the beacon went into the mountain.
Not really. Just chilling, get something to eat. Something
Okay,
How long is the travel time?
5
Just 5
minutes.
minutes?
5 minutes.
Oh, not even enough time for a nap.
No, short rest. So as you're flying, Von Neil has told you around the area of the mountain where the beacon disappeared. And you settle the ship into a slight hover just near that area. And sure enough, because of the air being pushed from the ship, you can clearly see a small entrance carved into the mountain in the shape of an arch. And it's just set back into the mountain, but it's fuzzy, like it's buried under snow or ice. It's the wind can move through it, but it fuzzes it, makes it not quite there, but noticeable. So you call everyone in. You let them know what you saw.
Well.
And as you're talking, the front nose of the ship slides open into a gigantic bay window, and everybody can clearly see there is an indentation in the snow in the shape of a door, and that door is iced over like it had just recently been melted. And Von Neil's like, that's the spot there it went, so it must have made some heat, so it wasn't just a light. Can you park this thing in the air? Will it stay if you tell it to?
Can you jump?
Probably.
Yeah.
Great, let's do that. And we're gonna go poke it. So the ship opens up, and it does everything you tell it to do. All you gotta do is tell it. The door opens, thump thump, and you guys, from inside of the ship, Von Neil lifts his hands and tosses a small fireball at the ice, and it impacts and melts. And sure enough, on the other side of the ice, in clear view, is a large steel door set into the mountain. He's like, well, let's go see if anyone's home. And he leaps, feet of flame, off of the ship and impacts into the snow up to his waist. Ah, that's cold! Oh boy. Careful everyone, I'll do my best to give you a soft landing. And he starts melting the snow into a scoop for you guys to land in. Hit, slide, settle, right? Bella, come here, baby. Come here.
Does she have to go outside
Do you
or
need to go
what?
out? Oh, you know what it is?
walk.
It's dinner time.
That too, yeah.
It's dinner time.
Oh, and she's gonna want to walk.
That's
soon.
why she's been so
Yeah,
angry.
you want dinner, baby. I know. I'm getting it.
You have starved me for the last time.
Does she need the egg mixed into it?
Do you want to? No, she already had that. Do you want to take 5 minutes?
Again.
All right, we'll be taking a quick bake because
Bake?
puppers.
Bake. Quick
Yeah,
bake.
I want one of the baked goods. Okay.
The bake you dropped?
Yes.
Oh, we didn't even tell them about that. That's
All right. You know what? We'll do that while Dad does this part. All right. So yeah, cupcakes. You want to tell them about the whole what you baked first, and then we'll go to the context.
I thought you were going to talk about Dad's prank.
Oh, that too.
Alright, well, the baked goods were
We'll do that one
they're
first.
ice cream cones that we've had sitting in the cupboard for like months now. That we put cupcake mix in and baked them, and we frosted them, put some sprinkles on, so they're like chocolate ice cream cones, you know, made out of cake. And Mom took them after they had cooled and they were looking edible, and she lifted up the container they're in. It's a nice little cake holder, and she throws it on the ground.
You did not throw it on the ground.
No, the handles weren't clasped tightly, so the bottom came off and the lid came up, but the whole thing lifted up a few inches first, so it kind of plopped down to the ground and they went everywhere. And I'm sitting there working, and one of them falls into the ashtray. One of them fell almost on my notes. It was a disaster.
Chocolate frosting
Do you want
everywhere.
to get me one so I don't? Because, you know,
After the incident.
chaos. Anyways.
We need to mention there's chocolate halfway up the cake container.
All right,
Yeah.
so now what we were initially going to talk about. So I went during, when we stopped stream before we started again, I took the kids to Wendy's to get some Frosties because
Not sponsored, but like you could.
Yeah, not sponsored. But anyways, but they were doing a donation thing, and with the donation you got a book of like 5 free Junior Frosties. So I spent $2 to get for $1 for each book. So I got like 10 free Frosties. But anyways, we went and redeemed
And
like 6.
free kids meal.
Well, no, the $1.29 for the kids meal.
Oh.
So we went and got that. and got the Frosties. And when we got back, my dear mother-in-law was in the backyard, and then told us that my husband John here was really sick.
I need to be in the hospital.
Yeah, I need to take him to the hospital, and she was going to take care of the kids. So yeah, needless to say, panic mode, especially for the kids.
Yeah, Jan immediately like, I'm taking my Frosties upstairs. Goodbye.
Yeah, Taya like freaking out because her anxiety, and me just like okay, get the kids in and then freak out there. So I came in. John was hunched over the table. Ben here was just on his phone.
Also, it took me our first
Your
time.
pain is my amusement.
Also, the fact that Granny went inside after we pulled up.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so we came in and I was checking on him because he was laying down. I'm like, do you need to go to the hospital? And then it was all a prank.
He started laughing.
Granted, it was in poor taste, but it was fine.
So yeah,
Scared the entire household.
yeah.
It wasn't my idea.
And on that note, we're taking a quick break.
No, I thought we were done with the break.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, take 5.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back.
And we're back. Thank you for that short little recess while I cared for my dog.
Your dog.
Well, let's face it, she
Yeah,
picked
She
me.
is totally your dog.
One of the things I forgot to mention in my haste that we just went over while I was caring for the dog, each of the dragons granted the ability to use their elemental magic to each of the heroes. So now, each of our brave adventurers can make spells that use all of the elements aside from water or the element that they are opposed to. So our merfolk can make fire, earth, or, well, I'm sorry, not fire. Fire is your antithesis. Water, earth, and air spells. Okay? Our earthbound can make earth, fire, and water spells. And our air kid can make water, fire, and air spells. But no earth yet. Once we get to tier 2, then you unlock the ability to cast your antithesis, and you have the full range of spells to make. Every 5 spell levels that are added to your total allows you to make a new spell, but you can only create spells during a period of rest, which you are no longer in because I forgot and I'm an idiot. So after the session, if you guys would like to take a couple minutes and make up spells, we can go over those at the beginning of tomorrow's session. Until then, you guys are standing on the airship outside of a gigantic steel door. It looks like a vault door. With a small keypad that has all of the numbers but 4 still on it. You guys have like jumped out of the plane into the little scoop that Vanille made and scattered your way up to the door. Okay, we're not gonna go through all that nonsense. The keypad has all but 4 numbers, so those 4 numbers have been pressed consistently for quite a while. So whoever's been using this has been here for a long time. And Vanille is aggressively poking the numbers in different orders until that beep sound stops after he presses the 4th number, and the chime sounds, and he unlocks the door. And it slides, just like a vault door, in. And as the door is opening, its occupants become clear. There are 4 robed men in deep black and like almost night sky black robes. And their faces are covered below the eyes with the same black material. And each of them is carrying a brand of scythe-like sword, curved and sharpened on both ends like a hook. One of them has it on a pole. 2 of them have standard one-handed swords of that caliber, and another has what can only be described as a baseball bat, with one of those hooks at the top that he holds with 2 hands. And all of them are already armed. Vanille has been attempting to open this door for several minutes. They have heard him. All of them are armed and ready for you to come in. And as soon as you open that door, they charge at you. Roll me initiative.
7, 3.
17. Makes sense there. Arthur always goes last.
Very slow.
Slow and steady. Just like...
Oh, I'm going last.
What, you rolled a 20?
I did.
Carol had rolled.
Not as slow as the bird out of fire, it seems.
Well, the surprise of the door opening and there being armed men.
He's like, huh.
Yeah, Vanille just kind of like skitters backwards and trips.
It's like, oh, fuck.
So now he's in the snow.
And you guys step forward. And the engagement begins. There are 4 targets.
So not
What was the highest roll? 3? So
let's roll.
3,
High.
7,
Okay, so you're both before they are.
and then I got 17, you got 20.
Okay, so it's wife, kid, bad guys, then me.
Try to remember that.
I have it written down this time, and it's
It was
accurate.
written down last time.
I know, but last time I was being an idiot. Okay, this time I'm ready.
So they're like actively trying to attack us.
Yes,
I
they
did
super
that.
are.
No, they just grabbed. They
Hesitate or
just
kill?
like they're used to it.
Boots is pounding at the window.
There's how many you said?
4.
4?
Each of them armed with those hook-like swords. And all of them are very eager to use them. The room itself is fairly stark. There are several boxes of things lying around. You notice a map on the far wall with several markings on it. A small sleeping area with several beds. On the far side, it's just a literal square dug out of the mountain with a steel door in front of it that these guys have turned into a base. And they're all in black. Everything but their eyes are covered, and they're coming for it.
Closest one to me.
Whack.
Roll your damage.
Weapon.
Oh, my belly's doing a rumble. I didn't do the damage today. There's no more bowls.
6
I've been too
plus.
busy.
There's the one by sure it was
damage,
butt.
6. So 12 for my damage. Because my luck roll was 15, so yeah. And it's physical damage.
He took 10.
Cool.
My goo.
Put down your sword.
Okay, well. 13 on luck, and then 11 for
Your damage?
that.
So it takes 9.
Okay, I'm going to assume from now on that the numbers that you guys tell me are with your bonuses added.
It is, yes.
Okay.
I make sure to do that, unlike.
Sorry, I'm heating up a bowl of rice because I have the hungers.
Do
Ooh,
it.
that sounds good.
I've had 2 bowls today.
Assuming Mom
That's good.
didn't kill hers, I am going to. Womp womp womp. At its head. His head. Fling that. I'll try to think. You know what I'm trying to say.
I do know what you're trying to say. Sorry, I'm not being very descriptive right now.
Eating.
Yeah,
Food.
Soon to
Food is
eat.
important.
attempting to eat. Where did I just put it?
Isabella's mouth if she has her way.
You're trying to write with rice.
She's trying real hard. I know, dear. I love you very much. No, you can't have it. It's mine.
Feed me, Father.
I'm out of water, too.
Nice, like me.
Alright. One of these guys gets the bright idea to dart past you. Not the one you engaged, the other one that charged with him. He darts right past you, all of you, leaps over Vanille, hits that ice, slides masterfully down, almost like he's expected it. Hits the scoop, and then thunks into the bottom of the airship, and
Yeah.
crumples into the snow, and rolls down the side of the mountain.
Oh.
And he's gone.
What a dumbass.
But he didn't die.
Sad.
Yeah, but it's gonna take him forever to get back up.
But he
I
did
was
roll
like,
down the
You know
mountain.
what? He's gonna die of frostbite.
It might kill him. I'll decide later if he's going to be useful or not. You're down to 3 targets. The one that you whacked is still reeling, so the other 2 step up.
What was the one I whacked to?
Didn't you whack the one she did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
well,
he even still alive?
yeah. The one. Yes. The one
So
you
now-
2 whacked.
Oh, yeah,
They're
speed,
reeling
yeah.
back. Vanille's back up on his feet. Who am I attacking, by the way?
Well, nobody, because it's my turn.
No, they go
no,
next.
there goes next.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll just
Other
keep
than the
rolling
idiot
in
who
my
just
hand.
fell.
Who are you attacking?
I don't know. Me. I'm attacking myself.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Von Neal's back up on his feet, and this guy plans on putting him back down on his ass. So the dude with the stick steps forward and brings the butt of the stick up and thrusts it at his stomach.
I heard you, Mr. Derek.
I fucking missed. I am really good at
Defunct.
rolling ones on luck.
I can't even say why you're hitting yourself. 'Cause you can't hit
Yeah,
yourself.
'cause I can't hit myself. Von Neal grabs the end of the stick before it even gets close to him. And he's like, that's not gonna work. I'm way better than that. You're up.
Oh boy, let's see what I can do. A lot.
Oh,
That's an 18 on damage and 17 on luck.
Oh.
And that's 26 total damage.
It's 25. You just killed a man.
Yeah, he's just gonna look and be like, look, these guys are nothing compared to whatever. Why are you guys struggling? As he just grabs one of them and just drives their face into the mountain.
This, the one that they had struck was still kind of reeling. As Vanio grabs that staff, you take one step and grab the dude who's reeling and slam him down, and you feel his head just melt under your force.
Ew.
And it just crunches into the. You pull your hand up and there's just gore.
Ew.
While he's shaking it off, he looks at the other two. Anybody else?
Vanya's got the stick, and this dude's eyes, this is the only thing you can see, swell into $50. And Vanya just takes his hand and puts it on the dude's stomach, still holding the staff in place, almost effortlessly at this point. Puts the dude's on the hand's stomach and casts.
Oh, nice. Now that is epic.
Is he miss again?
Oh my god, no. That's an 18 on luck and almost max damage.
Let's go. Two of us going in.
Jesus Christ.
We're obliterating these poor men.
Dude, you guys are the beef. I'm
I
the
just
healer.
put
And you're the pilot. So we all
22
contribute.
damage.
Damn.
I just put a hole in this man.
And
So,
so
alive?
horrible.
It just rips clean through him
Ew.
and bursts out the other side. And there's just a hole, a smoldering crater
Ew.
where his midsection used to be.
Hey, Dad!
And he shivers a little bit and just coughs blood all over the front of Vanille's nice green
No,
shirt.
he's wearing a mask.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
right,
he's
yeah.
wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So he chokes on his own?
Yeah, he's just like, you can see the wet moisture form as he's like convulsing, and Vanio just kind of like lets the stick go, and this man falls backwards. And as he hits the ground, the cauterization of the wound breaks, and his insides just kind of fall into the hole.
I keep forgetting.
I guess we're having liver for dinner.
Keep having fun. Why do you remind me? God.
It's you.
Do paperwork with the fun.
Cool down. Give yourselves XP.
Billy with the cat.
Alright.
Cooldown is 5.
I didn't use
Now.
magic. So,
Okay. I'm at 0.
alright. I'm going to, So there's what, like 2 targets left? Oh, the other guy's still alive.
There's one dude at full health, and one dude missing half of him. Quite literally.
Okay, I'm gonna smack the guy at full. Alright, so I'm gonna like watch him, like the guy from like when he blasted him. I'm gonna be like, nice one, and then I'm gonna like almost like swing like it's an uppercut against the other guy. The staff.
Give me a roll.
Oh god,
That's a miss.
It's a 3 for luck, but no, my damage is a
Hang on. It's not a miss.
Oh, it's not?
no.
Mm-mm. But whatever damage you do, I get
Oh,
to
that's
cut in
right.
half.
10.
That's right.
You did 10? I did 5.
I forgot. Only 1s are a miss.
Mm-hmm.
5 and below was cut. Damn it. Okay, that's right.
So you swing that stick, and this dude has been on guard, watching his friends slowly die. So he's quite agitated. And as you swing that stick up, he hooks that sword down and catches that blow. But he miscalculates, and your stick flings out of the hook, and you manage to catch him on the top of the head on the
I tend
downswing.
to get a lot of headshots.
Bonk.
And he's just kind of like, thunk, right?
Yeah.
Shaking his head. You.
I have 7. 15. So,
Which one?
what? Oh, damage. Damage is 15.
Yeah, are you attacking the
The,
dude who's bleeding out on the floor?
yeah, the dude who's bleeding out is gonna die by himself, so I'm gonna.
This one's mine, right? This is the one I left.
No, that was
No,
mine.
that-
That's Ben's. That's yours.
Am I gonna put the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to attack the one that Mom just did, and I'm going to take my nunchuck and smack his wrist.
You said you got 15?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I need my paper, buddy.
Okay.
Buddy.
As he was grappling with your mother, or the elf girl, you swing that nunchuck around and whack! And you catch him
Hi, sweetie.
right on the wrist, and you can hear it snap.
Oh.
And the dude physically, and drops the sword. And he pulls his other hand down, and it is limp as well. You've broken both of his wrists. And now he's clearly terrified. And he's just kind of like, please, 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 please. The other dude's bleeding out. So, this is their turn. The dude is gonna beg you to spare him.
You guys good to
It's
in
you, Ben.
combat?
No? Let's see. Dual 19s.
You're just gonna kill him?
He's just gonna pick him up and be like, okay, first thing, tell me everything you know. What's the map?
It's the city. We were sent here to plan a raid.
You're talking about the fire one all the way over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody already did that. Okay, what's the rest?
This is where we stayed. We've been here for months planning.
Okay, good to know. And then he's just gonna kind of walk with him outside and be like, hey, you know your friend is down there?
Yeah. What? Don't drop me. Please don't. You chuck him off the mountain, and he sails away because you yeet this man.
He just kind of looks back and,
The bleeding corpse.
Vanille, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, did you want to ask any questions? Oh, sorry, I should have asked.
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
I think we just saved the city again. Because this man is not moving. And he pokes him on the cheek, and he just kind of groans, and he's like, oh no, he's still alive. Do we fix him or finish him?
We
I
Walks
cast heal. I
over.
cast heal. No, I cast heal before
Oh,
I have my
fine.
turn.
Fine, heal him.
You're gonna heal him?
Yes, I'm gonna heal.
Alright. This
You
is
have two different-
this is gonna be kind of gross. Because you're literally
I don't want to
you're
look
literally
down.
gonna stitch him back together. It puts everything back. And,
We should just put this man out of misery.
yeah, and it's quite painful. He does not enjoy the experience.
He's still alive though.
Okay, but yeah, he's still alive. He does not want to be when it is over.
Don't worry, I'll fix that.
Usually magical healing of that caliber is saved for when a person is unconscious, and he was not. So
I
he-
know exactly what it's meant for.
He experienced the opposite of healing while you put him back
The
together.
great discomfort.
The great discomfort of, yes.
It's like there's a reason why I left you awake. Don't try this shit again.
And he opens his eyes, and you hear a crunch. Like, you know when you accidentally close your mouth too hard and your teeth crack together?
Kinda,
Ouch.
That.
Yikes.
yeah. Oof.
And then his eyes roll in the back of his head.
Did I just
And
kill him by healing him?
No, you can see the wet press
Oh, cyanide.
of foam coming out of his mouth, pushing the mask upward. You
He's
can
on
give
me
yourself
here.
the mana regeneration, or you can give yourself the mana for doing it.
Well, no, I did the mana, and I already put the I got the XP for it, but still. Like,
That man did not want to be here anymore.
Eh, that's a shame.
Okay, so Funil kind of. Well, that was gruesome.
I was just gonna crush his head under my boot, but no, we have to heal him.
I think that might have been better, honestly.
Exactly!
You should just thread him
I
down
know what I
the
was
too.
doing.
It definitely
Yeah,
would have
being
been
a
more
fucking monster.
humane.
Not what happened to you, you mean.
You know what that was? We
I mean,
call
that's-
that war crimes.
That's true.
Several war crimes just happened.
I-
Those are heroes.
I did blow a hole in a man. Well, let's learn what we can learn. And he goes over, there's a few boxes stacked in the far back corner. He starts pulling stuff out, and it's what the man said it was. It's plans and communications and a very detailed map is in the bottom of the very first box you pull open. A very detailed map of the Badlands on the other side of the tree line. And it shows several cities. They're small little town symbols or houses drawn on the map. And the word written under them. One of them has the word Gadai written underneath it. Hang on, I gotta find my notes for these folk. Right. Most of the house symbols, however, have the name Doran. D-O-R-A-N. Those, as everyone is aware, those are the peaceful yet still slightly crazy inhabitants of the Badlands. They have been attempting to farm. From some unknown means, they're just able to survive. They prefer it out there. They're not violent, but they're not exactly hospitable. They tend to hide when normal people come around. And judges, the air folk who are not magistrates, the ones who prefer being violent, they go into the Badlands to not only hunt Gadai, but they don't differentiate between a Gadai and a Doran. They just kill indiscriminately while they're out there. And this is a thing that everyone knows, and they just kind of accept it because they're not civilized. Right? They don't live in the cities like the rest of the folk. And that's what you guys find in these boxes. It's the communications. Clearly these men were supposed to be Gadai. But the tales may have greatly over-exaggerated their combat abilities.
What's he wanted?
Why haven't you gone upstairs?
Too much.
What?
Why haven't you gone upstairs?
Way too much, buddy, but we only got 10 minutes left, so let me finish up, and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
I can go do things real quick.
So, sorry, I know I said I wasn't going to railroad you guys anymore.
Bye, Adrian.
No, you're fine.
Bye, buddy. But, as we only have 10 minutes, go ahead and give yourselves, that was a really good roleplay session. Your descriptions were awesome. I'm just gonna throw this in the air. Give yourselves each 1,000 free XP for personal use. And because of that combat, I lost track of how many turns it actually was, because you guys handled that
It was
magnificently.
It was 2, yeah.
Okay, so it was just
Yeah,
2
it was
turns.
literally 2, because I
Yeah.
went once and then I threw the guy off.
Yeah.
So it was the crush and then...
And then the heal was outside.
Wait, it was 2 rounds?
2
'Cause you guys
rounds.
had cooldown once.
Yeah.
So it was 2 rounds, and there was 2 turns in that second round. So it was 4 turns total. So that's 60 party XP.
Okay, so 295.
So 60 party. You guys are keeping track of the party.
Yeah,
All
295.
right.
That was a very well executed combat, guys. That was awesome. Well done.
All right. Well, since we're getting ready to end the stream, I'm going to end the poll. We are currently with 2 votes, and that was tied between Earth and Fire. You guys' descriptions were fabulous. Thank you so much.
You know what? I'm absolutely fine
Yeah.
being tied with Ben for that description, because even I enjoyed that. That was awesome. Okay. So, like I said, I don't mean to railroad you guys here, but you take those plans back aboard the ship. Von Neal calls Vila on the attunement stick, fills her in on what they found, what was going on, tells her to extend the patrol length all the way out to the tree line if necessary to keep the city safe. And you guys, by next session, need to decide where you're going to go next. So your choices are, again, just so it's on stream, your choices are, you can follow the air light to the east, you can follow the earth light to the southeast, you can head far to the south and visit the Null, or you can go to Pier 1 and see if you can get New Chicago.
All right. And we should answer that at the beginning of next stream just to make it more. Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out where to go in between now and tomorrow. You guys can discuss amongst yourselves. I don't want to know. I want to be kept in the dark because I'm going to plan for all of them. Okay? So, next session, you guys will tell me what your choices are, and we'll go from there.
Dun, dun, dun.
I need to check this.
Move it, you big
Okay.
boy.
Again, as a reminder, we will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the continuation of The Awakening. It'll be a full 4-hour session, possibly 4.5 hours, but we're going to have the whole shebang again tomorrow. And then for the next 3 days after tomorrow, we possibly may be doing hour-long independent character streams or small group streams. But as of right now, you guys are officially at rest. You can make spells, anything you want to do. Use your XP. If you guys have a spell idea between now and tomorrow, let me know. We'll talk about it. And then first thing tomorrow, we'll go over what we did tonight. Okay, so we'll see everybody tomorrow at 11. Oh, again, sponsorship. Call of Dragons. Link is in the description. PC only, unfortunately, but go check it out. It's a cool game. I've played it before. You get your, your city to level 11, right?
5 and 11.
Okay, level 5 and level 11. That should only take you probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours tops.
Yep, and if
to
you
do.
and you can join the alliance, which I will be making on my first Call of Dragon stream, which will either be tonight or tomorrow. So you'll be
Don't
able
you
to
do
check probably tonight because tomorrow I'll be driving. You know what? I'll do that tomorrow. That's what I'll do after we get to the... Oh, no, we're not driving to the
We're
hotel.
not driving tomorrow. We're driving Thursday morning.
All right, that's what we'll do tomorrow night. I'll do his personal stream. And also, if you want to check out my spells ahead of time, so you guys know, come to my personal Instagram, Instagram.com/Kylene McHenry, all one word. I'm going to be talking about my spells on a live here shortly.
And if you guys would like to pick my brain and discuss theories with me, you can join the Discord and send me or the boss lady
And then here's all of the links.
a direct message through the Discord, and we will respond. I love talking to new folk. I'm becoming personable.
Oh,
Scary.
no.
It is scary.
Yeah.
My
Well,
power grows with each passing day.
You're gonna have mom and God talking to random strangers on the street.
Are you kidding me? People still scare me. I'll talk to the entire world through that microphone. Thank you. All right, guys.
I always talk to random people.
can't
We'll
Right.
see everybody tomorrow morning. Thanks for coming. I hope you had fun. If you want to know more about The Awakening, join the Discord and pick my brain. I'd be more than happy to answer some questions for you guys. See ya.
Bye.